Welcome viewers. This video is about last lap to CAT. With this, we are entering into the last 7 days of CAT 2019. And if you are the one who has prepared a lot for this examination, probably you would have high dreams and expectation as well. And generally high expectation result into some anxiety in last 7 days. And that's why this video. Last 7 days might not be good enough to generate a good jump in your scores. But then they might result into a fall in marks if you are not careful during this 7 days period. So what should be done in these 7 days? I would like to divide this video in 4 parts. First, what should be done in last 7 days? Second, what should be done on the last day before CAT? Third would be some tips or what should be done on the day of CAT. Fourth would be what should be done immediately after CAT examination gets over. Let's understand some do's and don'ts in the last 7 days. First don't. Don't plan for a lot of solving. Last 7 days are there. Let me just do everything that I can do. Might result into a damage. Rather, it is highly advised that you go for a quick light revision of all the theories, all the properties, or something that is very basic, something that is routine. That doesn't come with a target of finishing X number of questions. Right. Second don't is trying to learn something that is difficult, something that you left aside in this many months of preparation, something that you were not comfortable with and you would like to revise. Well, if it is a topic that was not of your comfort area, there is no point of messing with it now. Rather, go for the areas which were moderate. You are comfortable with those areas, but then revising them one more might give you some extra comfort in those areas. Third don't comes from the area of test taking. In the last 7 days, you still might be writing a couple of mock CAT papers. Well, nobody likes a last moment bad performance in a mock paper, but it may happen. It may happen with a paper, it may happen with a section, it may happen with any of the last 4 mock CAT paper. So, a third don't here is a very clear one. Please don't judge yourself. You cannot become awesome, you cannot become bad in just one paper. Rather, be mature to judge your performance. Not just of the paper, but in each and every section separately. You weren't bad. Your performance in that section was bad. And what was the reason behind it? Please try to identify it. There's a very good chance that you might not commit those kind of errors in the CAT paper because generally you are more focused, more calm in the actual CAT paper. So don't be worried. Further, what I would like to recommend is revisiting the best 3 mock performances of yours. Just open those 3 mock papers that you feel you did your best in. Just visit all the questions one after another. Try to recall the strategy that you used. Try to revisit those memories of decision taking in which you decided to leave a particular set aside, which resulted into a very good score in that paper. The entire revisiting gives you that faith in your test taking strategy and should help you get more marks in the next paper. Other than this, borrowing some of the points that I shared in the previous video, 50 days to CAT, would be, well, yes, we have 7 days. We might have our scheduled mock CAT paper on 2 days. On remaining 5 days, I would still recommend that you should solve RCs for 45 to 50 minutes every day. A very light solving of quant of approximately 1.5 hours per day is also recommended just to keep you busy and occupied. It is very necessary that you are calm. It is very necessary that you don't get panic. And such light solving not just give you minor improvement in your areas, they also preserve the confidence that you gained after months of preparation. So, in these last 7 days, please be satisfied with whatever you have solved till now. Accept all the imperfections. Syllabus is very vast. Probably it was impossible for anyone to finish everything and be master of everything. It's okay to have some imperfections here and there. The paper will give us opportunity in the areas of our comfort for 180 minutes. So let's be focused towards what we already know and stay confident. That's the most important thing. Second part of the video is about what should be done on the previous day of CAT. Other than staying calm, staying confident, let's just take care of some of the essentials. For example, first, admit card, a photo pasted on it, and a valid photo ID proof that you have to carry with you should be kept in place. Second, please note that you are not supposed to carry any valuables with you, so prepare yourself accordingly. If you have to remove some rings or some ornaments, please plan accordingly. The third point is about biometric identification. Well, the CAT authorities there, they want you to put a thumbprint mark with the ink. So if you have Mehndi on your thumb, it might not give you the right result. So it is highly suggested that you remove it if it was applied in the last week. Fourth point is about being familiar with the exact location of the CAT test center. If you are very confident, it's perfectly fine. If you are not, please ensure that you have taken enough information about the routes and about your commute. Fifth is about just going through the sample CAT paper that CAT website would have uploaded once. Why? Because it would have the exact user interface that you're going to see on the next day. The questions that they generally use might not be the right representation of the CAT paper you're going to see. So without applying your brain there, just go into the technicalities. So exactly what functions are available, where are the buttons available, and how do we use it. Just get used to those buttons so that you get no surprise on the day of CAT. And last and very crucial one is to take good sleep. Well, Sunday would be the big day for you in form of the CAT examination you prepared for months. So it won't be that easy for you to go to bed early. But then if it is going to be a test of your skills in which you are going to apply your brain, you should have given it a proper rest. So try your best to sleep early and try to get a sleep of 8 hours if possible. Third part is about the CAT day. Finally, well, first advice is reach well in advance. They expect you to report at the test center at least 1 hour in advance so that they can finish their formalities. These formalities take time and they have long queues. So instead of creating any panic, let's just reach there on time. Second, you don't need to carry any rough sheets or pencil with you. Carry just a small pen that you can throw aside if they ask you to do, because they only provide the required rough sheets, pen or pencil, whatever they decide. In case of any confusion, just read the admit card that you received from CAT. It has all the instructions that must be followed without making any mistake. Let's understand some tips for the body cycle and how to get it right on that day. If you are the one who has got the morning slot of CAT paper, well, you need to understand that the paper itself will go for 3 hours. Add 1 hour of time for the verification process. Add 1 more hour for commuting and transportation. Well, it is going to be a 5-hour long process. You cannot go there with empty stomach. So what is recommended is a light breakfast so that you are comfortable even in the last minute of your CAT paper. If you are the one who has been given an afternoon slot, then well, that's a weird time. First of all, let's start our day with heavy breakfast so that dependency on the lunch reduces. Do a lunch. Yes, you need to take a light lunch so that it doesn't leave you with an empty stomach. At the same time, doesn't give you the feeling of dizziness during the CAT paper. One more suggestion to those who have got an afternoon slot of CAT is when you're going to enter the test center, you'll see the test takers of the first slot coming out. Please avoid discussing their paper because it might create some bias. It has been known that CAT has created near identical papers in past, but then it's not a guarantee. Second, the person you are talking to might not be able to judge his own paper without being biased. The definition of a difficult question varies from person to person. So, at the last moment, you should not invite any more fresh data which might not be accurate. So, avoid discussing the first slot with the ones who have just come out of that paper. Now, what should be done after the CAT paper gets over? The first thing that you should do is try to note down the number of attempts per section. Well, last year, CAT shared the actual CAT paper with all the test takers and answer key as well. If that happens, then this particular task would not be necessary. But then, let's not take any chance. Just note down all the attempts, that is the count of attempts per section. Over and above that, you can apply your usual accuracy. This will help you get your probable score. Now, why is it necessary? Because The examination of CAT happens in November end, but the result comes out in the first week of January. In this phase of 5 to 6 weeks, there are colleges, B schools, which would have the deadlines of form. So you are supposed to fill up a form of a particular college before CAT shares their result. That means it is necessary to have some valid approximate scores in our hand so that we can take a shot at a particular college, or we can create some backup for ourselves. So to ensure that we do a very efficient form filling and we don't waste unnecessary money, so it is advised to have a fair idea about your possible score well before CAT releases the score in a formal way. Well, what more after CAT paper? Well, there are other examinations lined up. If CAT was today, that means on the next Sunday you would have your major examination known as IFT. After a couple of more weeks, you will have the examination of SNAP, and you may go for one more attempt of NMET in the last window of NMET. There are other examinations as well, including the major one called XAT in the first week of January. These examinations also provide good opportunities in form of some of the leading B schools. That means the preparation must not stop with CAT gets over. Rather, you should try to attempt mock papers of those examinations so that you get a good admission through this entire season. All the best.